Welcome back to Roller Spectacular. We've got 7 trucks here tonight to compete in the Eliminator for a second chance at World Ender for the Event 4 win. So let's head to the starting gate. First up, we have Hexcode taking on Hurricane Chloe. Hexcode is near the bottom of the point standings and could really use a win here in the Eliminator. Let's go racing. Hexcode had the lead heading into Roller Valley, but Hurricane got a beautiful launch over the cars and may have stolen a win. It looks like Hexcode just barely crossed the line first, and this capture confirms it. Not a lot here in the way of freestyle points, though, and that could prove to be disastrous later on. King Vesuvius is back after that stunning first-round loss in the Challenger bracket to race Out of Pocket Max. He may have his hands full in this one as well, as Out of Pocket Max has been doing well in racing lately. Vesuvius over-rotates a skyscraper and just barely made it to the line. Out of Pocket Max did a great job picking up 3 FXP points in addition to her race win. She will go on to face Arctic Wreck in the next round, while King Vesuvius will race Hurricane Chloe for 7th place. Let's go to Misty St. James for a look at the bracket.
Thanks, Lawrence. Luca Antonio and King Vesuvius has not been the same after getting picked apart at the end of Event 3, but he has at least been able to maintain his freestyle game. The bad news is that he's only got one more chance to earn FXP tonight, as he has been eliminated from the main bracket. Up next, we have Hexcode taking on Unregistered Holstein, and then Out of Pocket Max will race Arctic Wreck. Lawrence, what even is an Unregistered Holstein?
Well, in this case, an unregistered Holstein is a Holstein cow that's gone off the grid. A rogue punk cow with a chip on his shoulder. Not a cow chip. That's something else entirely. He has a bad attitude. He drinks whole milk. He wears a leather jacket. And now he's got his hands full with Hexcode. Holstein didn't need to work hard for that one, as Hexcode got way out of shape going down the hill and nearly crashed into Bob Caslow's loader. They're going to have a tough time getting Hexcode out of that spot. Unregistered Holstein will advance to the top 4, which is critical given that he didn't earn any freestyle points for that run. Hexcode, on the other hand, got 4 FXP for that wild ride and could still earn 5th place in racing. You might have noticed that Hexcode scored a magnetic attraction FXP point. She earned that point for knocking one of the banner magnets out of place, one of the more unusual ways to get a magnetic attraction. Next, we've got Arctic Wreck and Out of Pocket Max at the starting gate, and the winner between these two will go on to race Unregistered Holstein. Out of Pocket Max just about lost it there when she hit the sand barrier, but had just enough momentum to carry her across the finish line for the win. Arctic Wreck knew he was behind and went straight for a neighborhood bully, but in doing so, he pushed Out of Pocket Max into a magnetic attraction, inadvertently giving her an FXP as well. Arctic might be wishing he had just gone after his own magnetic attraction instead. Where do we stand after the second round of the Eliminator, Misty?
Unregistered Holstein and Out of Pocket Max have advanced to the top 4, and the winner will go on to race Emmy Crush. Arctic Wreck and Hexcode are now tied for the freestyle lead with 6 FXP each. Up next, we'll see Hurricane Chloe going up against King Vesuvius for 7th, and Hexcode will race Arctic Wreck for 5th. Both Arctic Wreck and Hexcode have had a lot of trouble making it to the finish line from the teal lane here in Event 4, so I've got to think Hexcode is going to use lane choice to her advantage and take the pink lane in this race. Lawrence?
That's a great point, Misty. I know Nash and Caslow did some work over there in the teal lane, but it looks like there's still more maintenance needed. Hurricane Chloe's going to try her hand at the teal lane in this race against King Vesuvius, who is probably more concerned about getting freestyle points. Let's see what they can do. Vesuvius with a skyscraper, a role model, and the race win. That's more like the King Vesuvius that we're used to. And that's also a bad sign for the competition if he's starting to find his confidence again. Vesuvius went roof first across the line, so he won't get a tailgate party FXP, unlike Hurricane Chloe, who crossed tailgate first and will get a tailgate party point along with the role model. And Misty was right. Hexcode has chosen the pink lane against Arctic Wreck. It's interesting to see how the pink lane has become the preferred lane for many of our competitors after the teal lane was so fast earlier in the season. And it's bad news for Arctic Wreck as he flies off the track into the wall. That will actually earn Arctic enough FXP to overcome the racing loss, but at what cost? Poor Bob Kaslow has been under attack all night over there behind the wall. That wall curves out to provide some protection, but Arctic got such huge air off that rock that he was still able to tumble into Kaslow's Cove. Hexcode took a sharp left right after the finish line looking for a neighborhood bully, but Arctic was nowhere to be found, so she won't get any FXP from that effort. What are the freestyle standings looking like after that, Misty?
Arctic Wreck's 6-point run puts him solidly in the freestyle lead with 12 FXP, with King Vesuvius 5 points behind in second place. The 4 remaining drivers each have 5 FXP or less, so they will really have to push it to get a freestyle win tonight. It sounds like unregistered Holstein and out-of-pocket Max are ready to go. Back to you, Lawrence.
Max and Holstein are indeed ready, and both drivers will be looking for a racing win here tonight. Well, that was smooth and steady right up to Roller Valley, where out-of-pocket Max got a bad launch and went straight into the rocks, and then tumbled across the finish line and through the magnetic finish pole. That will give out-of-pocket Max all kinds of FXP plus the race win. She clearly means business, but she crashed hard and will need to shake it off quickly as she's headed right back to the starting line to race Emmy Crush. It looks like Holstein also got a neighborhood bully, losing the race, but at least not letting his opponent's aggressiveness go unanswered. Emmy Crush has been waiting in the wings all night and has chosen the pink lane against out-of-pocket Max, undoubtedly paying attention to all the carnage coming from the teal lane. Which of these two will go to the finals to challenge World Ender? This one was nice and clean all the way, and I think it will go to Emmy Crush, but we need to see a replay to confirm it. I'm still not sure who won as we see Emmy pick up a magnetic attraction. And there you have it. Your winner is Emmy Crush. Out-of-pocket Max picked up another 2 FXP despite the loss, and if my math is mathing, that will be enough for her to take the freestyle lead. What's the scoreboard got to say about it, Misty?
Your math is indeed mathing, Lawrence. Arctic Wreck is done for the night but has a solid hold on the freestyle lead with 12 FXP. Emmy Crush is going to the finals to once again challenge her nemesis, World Ender, who is here because of his challenger bracket win. World Ender is 13-1 here in the inaugural Roller Spectacular season, and that one loss came at the hands of Emmy Crush in Event 2. Emmy will need to defeat World Ender twice tonight to get the Event 4 racing win, as this is a double elimination bracket, and World Ender has 0 losses so far. If Emmy wins the first race, she'll get the all-important lane choice in the second race. Lawrence?
Great analysis there, Misty. To my surprise, World Ender picked the teal lane for this race against Emmy Crush, so he must feel comfortable over there in spite of all the crashes we've seen tonight. These two are ready, so it's time to go green. What a race! Emmy Crush and World Ender were neck and neck from start to finish, and we need to see a replay. World Ender got a better launch, and he is your racing winner. World Ender and Emmy Crush picked up 1 FXP apiece, but that won't be anywhere near enough to catch out-of-pocket Max in the freestyle standings. Emmy was charging so hard that she split the finish line pole in half. A great effort for Emmy, but unfortunately, it won't be enough. Congratulations to your Event 4 winner, World Ender. Let's go to Misty St. James to show us the standings.
World Ender is back on top after his 3rd event racing win of the season, and Arctic Wreck comes away with an upset freestyle win, just 1 point ahead of out-of-pocket Max. World Ender has a massive lead in the racing standings with 60 RXP, a full 18 points ahead of Emmy Crush. Unregistered Holstein is just a few points behind Emmy in 3rd with 39 RXP. King Vesuvius currently leads the freestyle standings with 28 FXP, 2 points ahead of Emmy Crush. Even after his freestyle win, Arctic Wreck is only in 7th place with 17 FXP and will need to continue delivering wild runs if he wants to be freestyle champion at the end of the season. Added together, World Ender is the overall points leader at 83 TXP, 15 points ahead of Emmy Crush. Remember, each truck will race in 6 of the first 9 events for the season, and the top 8 in total points will compete in Event 10, the Roller Spectacular Championship race. It might look like Lab Accident has no chance at making the finals, but he's only competed in 1 event so far, so we'll see him in each of the next 5 events, where he'll have a chance to leapfrog his competitors. Back to you, Lawrence.
The action is really heating up here on the Roller Spectacular circuit, and I'm looking forward to seeing who can rise up and challenge World Ender as we near the midpoint of the season. Thank you to all our subscribers for all you do to keep our lowdown rollers safe. We're a very young channel, and it means a lot to us each time you like our videos and subscribe for more Diecast monster truck racing action. For Misty St. James, I'm Lawrence Bradley, and we'll see you next time for Event 5.